Imagine walking into a clinic early in the morning, ready to take a simple blood test, something that can reveal so much about your health and guide your doctor in the right direction. Yet so many people unknowingly make mistakes before a test that can affect the accuracy of those results. And seniors in particular need to be extra careful, because even small slip-ups can make a big difference. One of the most common mistakes is eating the wrong food before a fasting test. Many seniors think a small snack won't matter, but even a piece of bread or a cup of sweetened tea can change your sugar and cholesterol readings, giving your doctor an incomplete picture of what's truly happening inside your body. Another mistake is skipping water, because hydration is key for a good blood draw and for accurate results. When your body is dehydrated, your blood can appear thicker, your veins harder to find, and results may show levels that don't reflect your real health. A glass or two of water before the test can make all the difference. First, when we talk about blood tests, one of the first and most important things to understand is the impact of food and sugary drinks before a fasting test. And this is something that often gets overlooked by seniors who think that just a small bite won't matter. Maybe a cracker, a piece of toast, or even a cup of sweetened tea or coffee. But the truth is that your body responds instantly to what you eat, and those responses show up in your blood work, giving results that might not reflect your actual health. Imagine you're preparing for a fasting blood test. Your doctor has instructed you not to eat for 8 to 12 hours beforehand, and you think that bending the rules just a little won't make much difference. But in reality, when you consume even a small snack, your blood sugar levels can rise, your insulin response can kick in, and your triglycerides and cholesterol readings may shift, which means the lab report you receive doesn't show your baseline. It shows a version of your blood influenced by that food. For seniors, this is even more important because as the body ages, metabolism slows, digestion changes, and blood sugar control becomes more sensitive. So what might have been a harmless snack years ago can now skew results significantly. If your fasting glucose test is supposed to measure how your body manages sugar when it's truly empty, then introducing even a little sugar beforehand could make it look as though you are at higher risk of diabetes or pre-diabetes, when in fact the issue is not your long-term health, but simply the timing of that snack. The same goes for cholesterol panels, where a fatty or oily food taken before the test can artificially inflate triglyceride levels, leading to a diagnosis or treatment plan that doesn't match your true condition. Think of it like trying to take a clear photograph of a lake. You want the water calm and still to see its real reflection. But if you toss in a stone right before snapping the picture, the ripples distort the image, making it hard to tell what the water really looks like. And that is exactly what food does to your blood test results. It distorts the true picture. Doctors depend on accuracy to make decisions. And if the numbers are misleading, you might end up repeating the test, facing unnecessary worry, or even starting medication that wasn't needed in the first place. That is why discipline matters so much the night before and the morning of the test, resisting the temptation to eat or drink anything other than water, because that choice protects the accuracy of your health story. And beyond just following instructions, this small act also builds self-control, reminding you that health isn't only about big treatments or major changes, but about the small, consistent decisions we make each day. Seniors who stay committed to the fasting guidelines not only help their doctors see the real picture, but also cultivate a habit of mindfulness, where each choice is a step toward clarity, wellness, and a future where their health is understood, respected, and nurtured properly through accurate information rather than distorted numbers that mislead more than they help. Hydration is one of the simplest yet most powerful steps you can take before a blood test, and yet many seniors neglect it because they assume fasting means no water, when in reality, water is not only allowed but strongly encouraged, since it plays a crucial role in ensuring your test results are both accurate and easy to obtain. Think about what happens inside your body when you're dehydrated. Your blood becomes more concentrated. The ratio of cells and chemicals in your bloodstream shifts, and this can make certain values appear higher than they actually are, giving your doctor a false impression of your health. For example, cholesterol, sodium, and kidney function markers like creatinine can look abnormal if your blood is thicker from lack of water, even when there isn't a real underlying problem. For seniors whose kidneys and metabolism may already be under stress from aging, dehydration can magnify small issues and turn them into seemingly bigger ones on paper. Beyond the accuracy of the numbers, water also makes the process of drawing blood far smoother. A hydrated body has plumper veins, which are easier for the technician to locate, meaning fewer needle sticks, less discomfort, and a quicker procedure. Many older adults have delicate or difficult-to-find veins, and something as simple as a few glasses of water the night before and on the morning of the test can prevent unnecessary stress and pain. Imagine walking into the clinic, your veins ready, your body balanced, and the process unfolding smoothly because you took the time to prepare with hydration. It is a small act that pays back in both comfort and confidence. Hydration also supports circulation, allowing blood to flow freely and samples to be collected without delay. If the blood is sluggish or too thick, the collection can be slow and frustrating for both you and the technician, which only adds to the anxiety many seniors already feel during medical visits. On the other hand, well-hydrated blood flows easily, filling the tubes quickly and making the experience almost effortless. This small adjustment can turn what might have been a stressful morning into a calm and straightforward one, reinforcing a sense of control over your health. Water does more than just assist in the technical aspects of a test. It is also symbolic of a greater mindset, the choice to nourish your body with something pure and essential. Seniors who commit to proper hydration aren't just preparing for one test. They are practicing a daily habit that supports digestion, joint health, brain function, and energy levels. By choosing water over soda, sugary drinks, or unnecessary coffee before a test, you are signaling to your body that clarity and balance are priorities. And that same choice carries over into the rest of your lifestyle. So many complications in health arise from simple neglect. And yet so many solutions are equally simple, like drinking water consistently, and especially before a blood test. It is one of those quiet habits that doesn't feel dramatic in the moment, but has the power to transform how your results are read and how your health is managed. Seniors who embrace hydration as a daily ritual find that not only do their test results become more reliable, but their entire approach to health gains a sense of steadiness. Because every sip of water is a reminder that small acts build into great outcomes, and that staying true to these basics is what keeps the body resilient, the mind clear, and the future brighter. Though many people believe that exercise, coffee, or even a small drink the night before a blood test won't matter. But the truth is, these habits can significantly alter the numbers you see on your report. And for seniors, who may already be monitoring chronic conditions, the impact can be even more misleading. When you engage in heavy exercise right before a test, your muscles release enzymes into the bloodstream, your glucose levels may fluctuate, and your kidneys may show temporary stress, which can make it seem like something is wrong, even if your body is perfectly healthy. Strenuous workouts also raise certain markers like creatine kinase, which doctors might interpret as muscle or heart issues, when in reality it was just a result of that early morning gym session. A simple walk or some stretching the day before is fine, but pushing yourself too hard close to the test can create confusion that could have been avoided with rest and balance. The same is true for coffee, even if it is black and sugar-free, because caffeine is a stimulant that raises cortisol, affects blood pressure, and alters hydration levels. Cortisol is a hormone connected to stress, metabolism, and inflammation, and when it spikes artificially from caffeine, it may give your doctor the impression that your body is under pressure or that your adrenal function is abnormal. For seniors, who may already have fluctuations in blood pressure and stress hormones, that morning, a cup of coffee can blur the line between what is natural and what is temporary, creating numbers that don't reflect the truth. It may feel small and harmless, but when it comes to a fasting test, even these tiny influences add up to distort the bigger picture. Alcohol is another hidden culprit, and many seniors underestimate its effect, especially if consumed the evening before a test. Alcohol impacts liver enzymes, blood sugar, and triglycerides, and these changes can last into the next day, making your test results look far worse than your actual condition. A simple glass of wine or a few sips of whiskey might seem innocent, but your body processes alcohol slowly, and the lingering effects can mislead your doctor into thinking your liver is struggling or your blood fats are too high. The result may be more testing, more stress, and unnecessary concern, all of which could have been prevented with a little discipline the night before. Smoking, Two should be avoided before a test, as nicotine narrows blood vessels, raises blood pressure, and impacts oxygen levels, adding yet another layer of distortion to the results. Even chewing gum with sugar can cause a rise in glucose, something that many people never even consider, and yet it can tip the scale just enough to make a difference. What this all comes down to is the understanding that your blood test is like a snapshot of your body, and anything you put into your system, whether it is exercise, caffeine, alcohol, or nicotine, can create ripples in that snapshot, leaving you with an unclear image of your real health. Seniors who value accuracy and peace of mind must remember that the best preparation is gentle living the day before and a calm, clean approach on the morning of the test, because that is how you ensure the results reflect your truth, not temporary influences that confuse more than they clarify. Therefore, stress may not seem like something that can change a blood test, but the body tells a different story. And for seniors, stress can influence results just as much as food, exercise, or lack of hydration. When you are anxious or worried, your body releases hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, which instantly affect blood pressure, heart rate, and even glucose levels. Imagine walking into a lab, nervous about needles, tense about the outcome of your test, or rushed because you were running late. Your heart is racing, your palms are sweating, and your breathing is shallow. And in that moment, your body is already showing numbers that are not truly your baseline. Cortisol, in particular, is a stress hormone that can rise quickly in moments of worry. And elevated cortisol can make it look as though your body is under more strain than it really is, which may lead your doctor to think there is an imbalance that doesn't actually exist. For seniors, this effect is magnified because aging bodies are more sensitive to fluctuations in blood pressure and hormone levels, meaning a few minutes of stress can make readings seem abnormal. A senior who is otherwise stable could have a blood pressure spike in the clinic simply because of anxiety, and this is often called white coat syndrome, where the very act of being in a medical environment triggers stress, leading to misleading results. This can result in unnecessary medications or follow-up tests, adding more worry and expense to a situation that could have been avoided with calmness and preparation. The good news is that stress is something you can influence through mindset and simple practices. Taking deep breaths before the test, practicing relaxation the night before, and entering the lab with a calm outlook can make a huge difference. Visualization can also help, picturing the process going smoothly, reminding yourself that the test is a tool to protect your health, not something to fear, and focusing on gratitude rather than anxiety. A senior who walks in thinking, "This is part of me taking care of myself," is likely to have steadier readings than someone who walks in tense and fearful. Even small rituals can reduce stress and improve test results, such as enjoying a calm evening walk the day before, listening to soothing music in the morning, or spending a few minutes meditating. These actions lower stress hormones, balance your nervous system, and prepare your body to give an honest snapshot of your health. Seniors who replace worry with a positive mindset not only protect their test results from distortion, but also build resilience in their daily lives. Because stress is not only about the moment of the test, it affects heart health, digestion, immunity, and mental clarity. By choosing calmness over anxiety, you do more than ensure accuracy on paper. You send a message to your body that it is safe, that it can function naturally, and that you are in control. Seniors who approach their blood tests with peace of mind turn what could be a tense experience into an empowering one, proving that health is not only measured in numbers, but also in the way we manage our inner state, and that cultivating calmness is one of the most powerful habits for both accurate results and a healthier, more joyful life overall. 5. Preparing for a blood test is not just about avoiding food or caffeine. It is also about embracing the kind of healthy lifestyle habits that create the right conditions for accurate results and long-term well-being. And seniors in particular benefit when they see this preparation as part of a bigger picture of self-care. Light meals the day before, meals that are balanced with vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins help your body stabilize its blood sugar and cholesterol so that when you fast before the test, your system is calm and steady. Avoiding heavy, greasy, or salty foods gives your body a break and prevents any spikes that could linger into the next morning, while focusing on hydration ensures that your blood flows easily and your organs function smoothly. These choices are not simply rules to follow for one day. They are habits that signal respect for your body and a desire for clarity when it comes to your health. Gentle exercise is another piece of this preparation, because while strenuous activity can distort results, light walking or stretching supports circulation, lowers stress and helps you sleep better before the test. Seniors who commit to regular light movement experience not only easier test preparation, but also stronger overall health, with improved mobility, digestion, and energy. The point is not to exhaust the body, but to keep it active in a balanced way that allows your blood test to reflect your true baseline. Even a slow evening stroll before the test can help calm the mind and prepare the body for rest, ensuring that when you wake up in the morning, your system is ready for accurate measurement. Sleep itself is one of the most underrated aspects of preparation. A well-rested body regulates hormones more effectively, maintains stable blood pressure, and manages blood sugar with greater consistency. Seniors who stay up too late or sleep poorly the night before may see test results that reflect fatigue rather than true health. A consistent bedtime routine, free from late-night snacks, television, or unnecessary worry, help set the stage for both accurate lab results and a refreshed body that is better able to handle daily challenges. Just as important as diet, exercise and sleep is the mindset you bring into the process. Seniors who approach a blood test with positivity, seeing it as an opportunity to learn more about their health rather than as a source of fear, often find the entire experience smoother and less stressful. A positive outlook reduces cortisol and adrenaline, making blood pressure and glucose readings more reflective of your normal state. Gratitude, calmness, and trust in the process are not just mental habits. They directly affect your physiology, and they shape the way your results are recorded on paper. When all these elements come together, healthy food choices, gentle activity, proper hydration, restful sleep, and a calm, positive mindset, you create the perfect environment for your blood test to show the truth of your health. Seniors who embrace these habits not only protect themselves from misleading results, but also strengthen their everyday lifestyle. Because these are the very habits that sustain energy, clarity, and vitality in later years, making each blood test not just a routine check, but a reflection of the commitment you've made to live well and live strong.